The sounds of tranquil music create an atmosphere of serenity. A story begins about the incredible power of relaxation and trust in the process of achieving what you desire. A deep breath in, a breath out, and now doubts recede, giving way to the confidence that everything planned will surely come true. The universe is limitless, and each person is the creator of their own reality. But the path to fulfilling desires does not lie through tension and anxiety, but through peace and faith in oneself. Relaxation is the key to harmonious interaction with the natural order of things. The struggle ceases, the chase for results disappears. A state of allowance sets in which miracles blossom on their own, without the slightest effort. The further narrative reveals the secrets of manifesting what you desire through relaxation and trust. It is important to remember, excessive tension only distances you from the goal. Attempts to grab water with clenched fists are doomed to failure. The water slips away. But open palms allow it to flow freely. Manifestation works on the same principle. No violence is needed. You need to let go, free yourself from tension, stop dwelling on deadlines and details. Trust is the confidence that what you desire is already on its way. Abandoning control means accepting the fact that the universe works for the good of mankind, organizing events that are not yet visible. Resistance creates obstacles, like a dam on a swift river flow. But freedom from resistance allows events to unfold naturally and effortlessly. In the final part of the video, practical methods for achieving this state will be revealed. Don't miss it. Many of us are raised with the belief that success is achieved solely through hard work, almost to the point of complete exhaustion. However, the true power lies not in tension, but in consistency of action. Remember the wind. It doesn't make an effort to blow, but moves with incredible strength and purpose. Or the ocean. Its waves do not strain. They obey natural rhythms, harmoniously interacting with nature. And you too must learn to go with the flow, not fight against it. Often resistance arises from fear of failure without complete control, fear of loss when loosening the grip, fear of one's own unworthiness without grueling efforts. But all these fears are just illusions, self-deception, stories that we tell ourselves and that have long ceased to be useful. Freedom from these fears opens the way to something greater. Imagine you are planting a seed. Would you dig it up every day, checking its growth? Would you demand sprouts tomorrow? No, you trust nature, confident that with enough light, water, and care, it will sprout in its own time. So are your desires. These are seeds sown in the universe, which need space to develop. Abandoning resistance allows the energy of realization to circulate freely, nourishing your dreams until they are realized. One of the most effective ways to overcome resistance is to shift the focus from lack to trust. Instead of worrying about what you lack, rejoice in what you have. Give thanks every morning for the new day. Instead of tension due to scarcity, note all the positive moments. The more you focus on abundance in your life, the more you attract it. Trust is not passivity, but activity born not of fear, but of peace. Actions are performed not under the oppression of necessity, but at the behest of an inner voice, an intuitive insight, prompting the right path. Faith in the support of higher powers allows you to make decisions not out of despair, but out of confidence and clarity. To let go means to abandon rigid timeframes. Many seek to speed up events, dwelling on deadlines, thereby blocking the flow of favorable changes. However, the universe follows its own divine order, not subject to human plans. The absence of an immediate result does not mean its absence at all. It is important to trust that what you desire will manifest at the perfect moment. Fate is inevitable. What is destined will surely happen. Remember the butterfly emerging from the cocoon. Hasty intervention will harm it, while patient waiting will allow it to spread its wings in full splendor. So it is with dreams. They require time to mature, grow, in order to blossom in all their beauty. Our task is not to force events, but to believe in their successful completion. Attachment also hinders the realization of desires. Excessive concentration on a specific result narrows opportunities, limiting the universe in its ability to provide something more, better. Often what seems desirable to us is only a small part of what is actually available. Freedom from attachment opens the way to great blessings, to incredible opportunities that exceed the wildest expectations. Liberation is not surrender, but the creation of space for the fulfillment of desires. It's a belief in the wisdom of the universe, which knows what's best for you, even if you don't see the whole picture. It's the confidence in your worthiness, in the support of higher powers, and in favorable circumstances. Therefore, take a deep breath. Let go of the desire to control everything. Get rid of fears, doubts, and tension. Trust your path. Believe that what is meant for you will definitely come. The universe is always on your side. Feel how the burden of responsibility falls from you, how the world envelops you with care, how you become an attractive magnet for what you want. You are safe, loved, and protected. Let go of the situation and allow dreams to easily enter your life. When you want something, the most powerful thing is tuning into the energy of receiving. Manifesting what you want is not about chasing a goal, but about turning into a magnet that attracts what you want. It's a state of possession, readiness, and confidence in your worthiness. By tuning into the energy of receiving, you stop waiting, hoping, and doubting, and start attracting what you want with ease. Many people unconsciously block their opportunities by getting stuck in a state of lack. They strongly desire something, but their energy is filled with longing, disappointment, and doubt. They only see the absence of what they want, asking, "Why isn't it here yet?" Or, "I'll believe it when I see it." But the truth is that belief must precede the result. It is necessary to shift the focus from desire to a state of possession. The cosmos responds not to your words, but to your inner frequency. If you radiate despair, the universe will return its echo. But if your vibration is filled with confidence and gratitude, you will attract abundance. Therefore, it is so important to feel like you already possess what you want. A feeling of abundance increases its flow. A feeling of love multiplies love. And a feeling of success easily attracts new opportunities. The simplest way to the energy of receiving is gratitude. It shifts the focus from what is missing to what is available, instantly raising your vibrational frequency. By expressing gratitude, you signal to the universe your state of abundance, which, as we know, multiplies when it is recognized. Start each morning with gratitude for the warmth of the bed, for the air in your lungs, for the opportunities of the current day. The more you appreciate, the more you receive. Another effective method is to embody the energy of possessing what you want. Dreaming of love? Imagine yourself in a loving relationship. Feel this love right now. Desire financial well-being. Act, speak, and think as if you are already rich. The universe gives not what you want, but what you are. Become the embodiment of your desires, and they will easily come to you. Often people face difficulties in getting what they want because deep inside they do not feel their own value. They were raised with the belief that happiness, success, and well-being require a constant struggle to confirm their merits. However, true value is not a reward for merit, but an inherent quality given from birth. You deserve all the best, love, abundance, and joy, simply because you are. You don't need to make extra efforts, strive for more, or possess something special to deserve happiness. Complete acceptance of yourself as a person is the key that opens the door to limitless possibilities. Equally important is the rejection of guilt, which often prevents you from getting what you want. Many feel remorse when they want more, put their own happiness above all else, or accept blessings when others suffer. But your prosperity does not diminish that of others. On the contrary, the more you receive, the more you are able to give. By allowing yourself to accept all the good, you become an example of generosity and inspiration for others, showing that achieving harmony and well-being is possible. You will contribute to improving the world simply by accepting your own value. Another important aspect is overcoming internal resistance. Many unconsciously block the flow of blessings, clinging to past failures, fears, and doubts. They strive for new opportunities, but remain hostage to old grievances and defeats. They crave love, but cannot let go of past pain. They seek abundance, but cannot get rid of outdated ideas about lack. In order to acquire what you want, you need to free up space in your life. Let go of the past, get rid of old fears, trust that the future will bring you more than the past. This process requires patience. Many people give up too quickly, not seeing immediate results. They are like planting a seed and not noticing immediate growth, conclude that it is barren. But like a tree that takes time to grow, your aspirations are realized in their divine time. Believe that the absence of visible results does not mean their absence. Relax, trust the process. This will speed it up. One of the best ways to tune into receiving what you want is to practice acceptance. Rejoice even before your desires manifest. Celebrate before the results appear. Believe even without physical evidence. The more you accept, the easier everything comes to you. Take a deep breath, relax, and know that everything you desire is already moving toward you. There's no need to chase, force the situation, or fight. Simply tune in, feel your worth, abundance, and love right now. By entering this energetic field, you will see how easily the universe provides everything you expect. You are ready, open, and worthy. This is the truth. In the hustle and bustle of the world, your inner voice constantly speaks. But do you hear it? A constant stream of thoughts, worries, and distractions drowns out the quiet whisper of intuition. However, within you lies knowledge, wisdom that doesn't shout, but gently guides. The more you quiet your mind, the better you hear this voice, and by following it, you effortlessly create favorable life circumstances. Your inner voice, your intuition, is not an exotic gift for the chosen few, but a natural attribute, your personal compass pointing the way to what is best for you. But in order to hear its whisper, you need to tame the raging stream of thoughts, distance yourself from constant analysis, control, and the desire to organize everything. Intuition is not the product of hard mental work, but a gift of peace. Many try to listen to it but get stuck in logical constructions, external evaluations, looking for answers anywhere but within themselves. They waver, ponder, and doubt. However, intuition does not reside in a hyperactive mind. It awakens in the silence of the soul. It's a deep knowing that requires no proof. By calming the mind, you begin to hear it more clearly. This does not mean completely emptying your thoughts, but rather distancing yourself from their nagging noise, observing from the sidelines, without involvement. Create a distance between yourself and your thoughts. Realize that you are not your thoughts, but an observer standing behind them. And in this space of awareness, your intuition will speak. One of the most effective ways to find peace is to be present in the moment. Full immersion in the present extinguishes worries about the future and dissolves regrets about the past. Only now remains, and in this now, your intuition blossoms. Nature is a magnificent teacher of silence. On the ocean shore, among the trees, under the rustling of the wind, the mind naturally calms down. You begin to feel, not analyze, to sense, not think. That's why communicating with nature is so healing. It returns you to your natural state, where intuition flows freely and naturally. Slowing your breathing is an effective method for taming thoughts. Shallow, rapid breathing provokes a turbulent flow of ideas, while deep, conscious breaths signal the body about safety, promoting relaxation and clarity of mind. In this state of peace, intuition manifests, calm, stable, and clear, unlike chaotic, anxious thoughts. The more often deep breathing is practiced, the clearer its voice becomes. Many mistakenly take fear for intuition, confusing anxiety with inner guidance. Fear is an obsessive, panicky cry that generates doubt. Intuition, on the other hand, is a quiet, unhurried whisper, gently prompting action, giving peace even in uncertainty. By calming the mind, we learn to distinguish between these two states. Our body is a repository of intuitive wisdom, often manifesting through sensations, lightness, and intuitive feeling, a sudden insight. However, excessive distraction interferes with the perception of these signals. By developing attentiveness to your own sensations in various situations, you can significantly strengthen your intuitive connection. Trust your feelings. If something feels wrong, then it is. If something feels right, act. Your intuition is leading you to the best option. Calming the mind involves giving up the constant search for immediate answers. Many resist intuition, striving for absolute certainty, irrefutable evidence, and a clear plan of action. However, intuition does not always reveal the whole picture at once. It only indicates the next step, the next feeling, the next moment of clarification. Trusting intuition means accepting the unknown, being confident that each step will open up at the right time. Meditation is a powerful tool for developing intuition. Even short sessions of silence can cause significant internal changes. In the process of meditation, a space is created between thoughts, allowing you to detach from the constant flow of information and open access to deep wisdom. You begin to catch the subtle signals of intuition that have always been there, waiting for the moment when you are ready to hear them. It is also important to minimize external interference. The opinions of others, the endless stream of news, everyday worries, all this can drown out your inner voice if you allow it to happen. Daily practices of disconnecting from the outside world, immersing yourself in silence and focusing, allow you to return to your true nature. The more you do this, the stronger your intuitive connection becomes. Trusting your intuition requires courage, as its prompts are not always logical and may lead you down paths that others do not understand. However, by following it, you discover that life flows smoothly, new opportunities open up, synchronicities occur, and everything falls into place in ways you could never have planned. Intuition is the language of the universe, communicating directly with you. Take a deep breath, let go of the urge to analyze everything, and allow yourself to be calm. Your intuition has not gone anywhere. It has always been with you, patiently waiting for you to finally hear it. Trust it, follow its guidance, and watch as it leads you to your destiny. There comes a moment when you need to stop, pause, and break free from the exhausting habit of constantly chasing something. People, opportunities, love, success, or recognition. This drains your energy and distances you from what you desire. Many mistakenly believe that constant striving and persistence lead to success, but in reality, the more you chase, the further you get from your goal. Instead of chasing, you need to learn to allow events to unfold naturally. Passivity is not allowing. Allowing is a powerful ability, a subtle art of agreeing with what is destined, and an unwavering faith that the universe will provide what you desire at the optimal moment. Endless pursuit of something, on the contrary, sends a signal to the universe about scarcity, about the unattainability of the goal, about the need to fight for it, about its inaccessibility by natural means. This creates resistance, blocking the flow of energy. Have you noticed how attempts to force someone to love you only push them away? How obsession with the desired outcome reduces the chances of achieving it? The reason is that the chase is dictated by fear, the fear of not getting what you want without active and possibly violent actions. But life is different. What is meant for you will not slip away, and what is not meant for you will not linger, no matter how hard you try. Allowing is a deep trust in the natural course of things, an affirmation of one's own strength, an awareness of one's worthiness of everything desired without begging, persuading, or exhausting efforts. This is a change in the energy vector, from despair to confidence. By allowing, you become a magnet, attracting what you desire effortlessly instead of desperately chasing it. This transformation of energy changes everything. Allowing does not imply inaction. It is a choice of inspired actions, not forced ones. Inspired actions are natural, harmonious, and easy. They stem from intuition, from the confidence that what you seek is already on its way. By stopping the chase, you begin to notice opportunities that have always existed, but were invisible due to excessive anxiety. You see how easily the right doors open and the unnecessary ones close. Remember the river. Its waters do not strive for the ocean with effort, but flow naturally, choosing the path of least resistance. Similarly, the principle of allowing works. By tuning into acceptance, you open yourself to the flow of life. The pursuit of the unattainable recedes into the past, giving way to the belief that what is destined will find you itself. The main driver of this pursuit is fear. Fear of missed opportunities, loneliness, unrealized dreams. However, actions born out of fear only create new difficulties. Allowing, on the other hand, means abandoning fear in favor of trust. Failure is a sign of the approach of something better. The departure of a person is evidence that they do not correspond to your higher purpose. A closed door is a harbinger of the opening of another, even more beautiful one. Gratitude is not a temporary practice for happy moments, but a way of life, a special view of the world that transforms everything around you. Living in gratitude, you tune into the energy of abundance, joy, and love, attracting even more good into your life. Gratitude does not wait for an ideal future. It values the present, this very moment. Many postpone gratitude for later. I will be grateful when I get rich. I will be happy when I find love. I will feel good when I achieve my goal. This approach traps you in a state of constant scarcity. Waiting for external factors to find gratitude deprives you of the present moment, forcing you to constantly chase after illusory happiness in the future. True happiness and self-realization are not mirages of the future, but the reality of the present moment, waiting only for your awareness. Living in gratitude does not mean ignoring life's difficulties, but choosing to focus on the positive moments, even in difficult times. Any situation, no matter how difficult it may seem, carries a lesson, and in every day there is a reason for gratitude, even for the little things. The warmth of a cup of tea, a ray of sunshine on the skin, joyful laughter, the very process of breathing. Awareness of these simple joys as priceless gifts radically changes one's worldview. Gratitude is a powerful tool that transforms our attention. By dwelling on shortcomings, we only amplify the feeling of scarcity. On the contrary, by focusing on abundance, we multiply it. This isn't just a shift in thought patterns, but a change in energy. The universe responds to the vibrations we emit. Constant thoughts about what's lacking only exacerbate the feeling of scarcity. But concentrating on the blessings we have attracts new reasons for joy and gratitude. One of the most amazing qualities of gratitude is its ability to transform emotional states. In moments of anxiety, overwhelm, or confusion, stop and find something you can be grateful for. Gratitude instantly brings you back to the present, reminding you that even in uncertainty, there is room for beauty and light. It helps you see the unwavering support of life, even when it seems absent. Gratitude is the key to strengthening interpersonal connections. Cherish the people around you, and your relationships will be filled with depth and meaning. Instead of dwelling on shortcomings, pay attention to the kindness, love, and support of those around you. Sincerely expressing appreciation brings people closer, creating a warm and positive atmosphere in relationships. To integrate gratitude into your life, start with a daily practice. In the morning, before even getting out of bed, take a minute to remember 3 things you are grateful for. These can be significant events or small things. The most important thing is the feeling of appreciation. Throughout the day, look for opportunities to express gratitude sincerely and from the bottom of your heart, not only with words, but also with actions. Notice the beauty in ordinary moments. Keeping a gratitude journal, where you write down at least 3 things you are grateful for each day, will help you reshape your thinking towards a positive perception. Over time, you will notice how much positivity surrounds you. When gratitude becomes a way of life, everything changes. Difficulties become lessons, and obstacles become opportunities. Even challenging situations become stages of your growth. Gratitude boosts energy, improves mood, and helps you unlock your potential. Don't wait for ideal conditions to be grateful. Don't put it off until you achieve success, find love, or gain recognition. Choose to live in gratitude right now, in this moment, accepting yourself as you are. And then you will see how life begins to change for the better. Life flows in the rhythm of natural, divine order, steadily following its plan, regardless of our perception. Every moment lived, every experience, every event, are links in one chain, perfectly structured for our highest good. However, we often try to break this natural order of things, demanding instant results. Love on demand, success on our own schedule, immediate healing. But life does not obey our whims. It unfolds according to a divine plan, and accepting this fact frees us from anxiety, disappointment, and doubt. Trusting in divine timing means submitting to the natural flow of life. It's understanding that delays are not failures, and setbacks are often stepping stones to something greater, that what is meant for us will inevitably find us. Attempts to force events can lead to receiving something that doesn't align with our true purpose. Instead, believing in the support of the universe, we allow the right events to unfold organically. Think about the seasons. A tree doesn't force leaves to grow in winter. It knows that spring will come and new life will appear. Similarly, on our life path, everything meant for us will appear in its own time. The waiting period is not a waste of time. Sometimes life slows us down, giving us the opportunity to heal, learn something, and prepare for the future. This pause is an integral part of the process. The main obstacle to accepting divine timing is our insatiable desire for control. Our minds, striving for predictability, plan every step, seeking guarantees for the future. However, true peace comes only when we let go of this need to control the smallest details, trusting that everything is happening as it should. Abandoning resistance and accepting the present moment opens up incredible opportunities that we couldn't even dream of. Patience is an integral part of believing in a divine plan. It is not passive waiting, but active creation, aligned with inner conviction. We sow seeds, nurturing them with faith, and then trust the universe to harvest them in its own time. Sometimes what we desire doesn't come because something better is on the way. We may be fixated on a single option, considering it the key to happiness. But the universe sees the full picture, knowing what truly serves our highest good. Trusting in divine timing means being ready to accept what may differ from our expectations, but at the same time surpass them in their perfection. A closed door is not a rejection, but a redirection. Something leaves our life because it is not meant for us. Instead of disappointment, we should ask ourselves what life is teaching us at this moment, what it is preparing us for. Every slowdown, every turn, every waiting period shapes us, preparing us for what is to come. To strengthen faith in a higher purpose, in the ideal flow of time, means learning to value the present. Instead of dwelling on what is missing, focus on what is available. Every moment, even difficult situations, are steps in your development, leading to wisdom, strength, and clarity of understanding. Gratitude for the present moment harmonizes you with the flow of life. Faith is the foundation of trust in the divine plan. It is the confidence that even in the absence of a visible path, everything is going according to the best-case scenario. It is the knowledge that what is meant for you is already moving towards you, regardless of visible confirmations. Faith helps to let go of doubts and anxieties, to find peace. Take a deep breath, leave the rush behind. Everything happens in its own time. You are not lagging, you are not missing anything, you are exactly where you need to be. Believe that the universe has thought everything through, and everything will fall into place by itself in the appointed hour. Move forward with confidence, knowing that what is yours will come when you are ready to receive it. Not a minute sooner, not a minute later.